What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? No, I'm not promoting drugs. No. Don't get it twisted. If you're fucking like... The first time I did drugs, I was 15. And, my life has been kind of fucked since then. I'm not promoting drugs. I'm just saying what they're good for and what they aren't good for. I'm not promoting anything besides myself. Bitch, this is my Instagram. You think I don't want to be a fucking star? You don't think I want to be like fucking Katy Perry, Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Billie Holiday, Lana Del Rey, Frank Ocean, The Weeknd, Drake? So you say, am I prescribed anything for my schizophrenia? First of all, I've never been prescribed anything for my schizophrenia because I don't have schizophrenia. I'm not talking to myself. I'm not in like another realm or like so there's reality. And then there are realms and dimensions. And then there are people that are in this world that are somewhere in those dimensions and those realms. But there are multiple layers to this. Like, I can't even begin to explain it. Like, I've been avoiding talking to people for so long because I have so many new things to talk about. I've met people with schizophrenia. I've met people with bipolar disorder. I've met people that literally come down from childhood trauma. People that think that they're 3 years old. I've met people that had to go to the electric shock chair. Not the electric shock chair like they're gonna kill you in jail, but like the fucking place where they fucking put the fucking electric shock therapy. I've met people that needed that. I've met a lot of people with a lot of different mental disorders. And so, when you talk to me that way, via the internet, I get defensive. Because these people are my friends. I've lived with them. And you may be thinking like, oh, well, she lived with them because she has a mental disorder. Well, no, not that. And one day I'll get around to telling the full story. And I'm working on it. I am a writer, for God's sake. Deep breath. But there's no reason to come on here and to blame someone or even assume or contemplate the idea of someone else's mental health and wellness. So, if you're not a doctor and you don't prescribe anything, and you know nothing about how to treat other humans, and you know nothing about mental disorders and how people react, don't point your finger at fucking crazy people. And we won't have a problem. Because I've met a lot of amazing people. Many amazing people with the craziest fucking disorders you could ever think of. and they're all fucking dope. And they taught me more about life than this one Instagram could tell me. I love crazy people. Quote unquote crazy people. I think they've just tapped into something that most humans can't. And they're not afraid. Some people are brave, you know? Bravery is a trait. Bravery can be taken as insanity. Sanity can be taken as bravery. And being crazy is just pointless if there's no message behind it. And having a message is crazy. And we all have messages inside of us. Like, every single one of us has a message and a story to tell. And each and every single one of us is going to tell. And I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Mary. I'm not the Father, the Son, or the Holy Spirit. I'm not fucking Allah. I'm not Buddha. I'm not any religious aspect of life. I don't have that knowledge. I've not reached nirvana. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't reached nirvana. But I know that it's possible. I know that having love inside of myself is possible. Because I've read stories. But I also know that it's just as hard to go crazy, to go insane, to go mad, to get angry. Sometimes it's even harder to go angry and to be sad than it is to just be happy. Sometimes being happy is the easiest thing. Sometimes just choosing something for ourselves is the simplest and easiest thing we can do. It's really hard for me to go online and talk like this because everyone's gonna say that I'm crazy. But I'm not really that crazy. I'm emotional. And I'm filled with love. And I'm also filled with loss. So maybe that's why you think I'm crazy. Because all of these revelations and all of this inspiration does come from love and loss. So, shout out to those motherfuckers who broke my heart. But I have a whole career and a life for myself, so why would I be bummed about a fool trying to make me sad? Right? I don't got time for that. I have to cultivate my fucking life. I need to find a place to live. I gotta eat food every day. I gotta be dressed in hella fire. I gotta look good, feel good, do good, create. Where is the time to be in emotional turmoil? There is no time to be in emotional turmoil when I'm trying to cultivate my life, my career, my music, my words. And when all of these things, if you're constantly being infiltrated with hate and control like, that shit isn't gonna get created, and that's just final. Like it's nearly impossible. So what I'm trying to say is, like, love is everywhere. But more than it being everywhere, it's within you. We're all beautiful souls, capable of love, capable of telling stories, capable of living in those stories, and capable of living and then creating stories from the life that we lived. But life isn't just about stories, it's about life. It's about seeing and living and feeling, like, in the moment, you know, like touching your fingertips or your cheeks, you know, or your ankles, or getting changed into your pajamas, or plugging in your phone, feeling the wire in your hand, and or accidentally being shocked by the fucking outlet, or accidentally shocking yourself and your entire fucking every cell in your body by drinking wine. Every sip just shocks you to your core. There are addictions everywhere. There are contemplations everywhere. There's infatuation, affiliation. These things, they correlate. I believe that we're constantly trying to shock ourselves into a state of being aware and being alive. At least I am. I'm a very intelligent woman, but no one thinks that, you know? No one thinks that about me, or treats me that way, because if they honestly thought that, they would treat me that way, but I didn't get a scholarship to fucking UCLA. I got a record deal 3 years into living in Los Angeles. And then they dropped that shit. Because I'm not very smart. I base my life off of emotion, of a feeling. But just because I got fucking, I had been making music for so long, just because one thing gets taken away doesn't mean your entire, passion does. And actually, having all of it taken away, brought me to a new level of love for what I do. Not being able to make music every day has brought me to a place where I can, love it. Actually love it and learn it and, grow with it. That's the best part about it. They dropped me from Capitol Records, and since then, I learned how to use Logic Pro. I'm learning the piano. I write my own songs. I'm the fucking wind on a tree. I'm fucking writing, bro. I can write a poem from my heart. I've met so many producers. Amazing producers. And I've met amazing artists, too. And, these people just want to work with me because they met me randomly. Not because they met me as, Lia Marie Johnson, the person that you need to work with, but they met me as someone that was passionate about what they love, and that is how you achieve your goals. You live as yourself. You talk to people. Fuck, I have been in Ubers, motherfuckers. Like, I've been in Ubers where all of a sudden I'm talking to them for like 10, 15 minutes, and they're like, by the way, I'm gonna play you my song. And I'm like, okay, this is why we've been talking in depth about like life, love, turmoil, trauma, fucking admiration and goals for 15 minutes straight and just in depth, because you're an artist and that's why we met. So I'm an artist too, and what do you know? They invite you to go to their studio in a week. And like, you may not get that. I'm not saying like you're just gonna hop in an Uber and like that Uber is gonna be like your record producer, like for your entire fucking work of art. I'm just saying like there are artists everywhere that are trying to accomplish, like there's so much art, like everyone's trying to create and like love and live life. And so like you need to open yourself up for those opportunities because they're right in front of you. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. My little sister got sick when I was in rehab, and I moved the fuck out of rehab. I came to San Diego. I lost my record deal. I lost my managers, my agents. But I found something so much more important, and that was myself and like what I'm capable of. And I'm capable of so much, and like number one is I'm capable of being myself. And I'm capable of accomplishing anything on my own, even if I have to find a fucking daytime job. But I'm excited because opportunities present themselves at all times. That Uber story I just told you, that's no joke. Like, I really just had an Uber driver, like, pick me up, talk to me for 15 minutes, play me one of his songs, and invite me to the studio. Because that's the law of attraction. If you really love something, it comes to you. If you put something out there enough, if you really, really strive for something, if you really want something, put it out there, go for it, live it, and accept anything that happens. Because that day, I was looking for an apartment, and, like,